So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They run it here with Thompson, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down is Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Flushed out right. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now Thompson. And some room to roam now. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 43 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Target.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Richmond.
Hey. Watson on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long. It's Watson. Throw left side complete to QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans.
Richmond. Come back. Red, Black 22.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Smith on 1st down. Now he's flushed out left. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Airing one out for Crowder. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They begin with a run by Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. A 1st down carry now for Miller. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Black 99 Philly. Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 50 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
From the gun, here's Smith. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break. Watson is going to go for a big play down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3. Come back. Tiger.
Watson off play action. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Watson. Throwing right side. That's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Stay. Slide. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Move, move, move.
From his goal line here, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
12, 12, 12. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Got it tonight.
They'll run with Thompson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. Back now in Houston. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Oh, he's going backwards. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Yellow, yellow. Regular. Liz.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yeah, 52, 52.
To the air again, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Smith now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, slot. 15, yeah.
Smith throwing again. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back 22. Here we go. Black 99, feel it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Alert, alert. 3 down. 15, yeah.
Out of the gun, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now...
And that's caught inside the 30. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 47 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Watson. And he finds his man, Griffin. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now they got to get to the line quickly. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Come back. Richmond. Come back.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Throwing now, Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.